Hey, how's it going? David here. And yeah, thank you so much for interest in this landing page audits. Thanks a lot for submitting your website. So here's about what's gonna happen in the next 8 to 10 minutes. We'll just go through your landing page and we'll talk ideas how to make your landing page work better, look better, and pretty much convert better. So rehearsal. It's so hard to pronounce. Sorry, I'm not native. Run rehearsals with clarity and confidence. Rehearsal is the all-in-one platform for music, ministries, manage songs, rehearsals, set lists, attendances. Get started free. Get started. Log in. How it works. Features preview. Okay, so uh, I like the structure a lot. This is really good. I like the structure. I like how simple it is. You have one big claim. You have the description, button, benefits, and then showcase of the product. But I believe we can do more right here. Okay. But before we do that, I just noticed a couple of things in your navbar. First of all, the logo is so hard to read. Okay, it's almost impossible to see what's going on in the logo. So I would try to improve it. Improve that. I would try to simplify it. You probably already have the name of the company inside of the logo, so there is no need to do this. Okay, so if I were you, I would just kill this and maybe make like a vertical or sorry horizontal version of the logo. So you would have an image, and then you would have the tiny text you have here. You would have on the right side of it. Login is almost impossible to notice. uh, I would check I would check the accessibility of it. Okay, so back to the hero section because that's probably the most important part. Because in theory, you have roughly 3 seconds to pretty much make out of your visitors. Um, you have 3 seconds to pretty much convince, quote unquote, convince people that this is the right product for them. Okay, and within those 3 seconds, they should be able to mention, they should be able to tell who is this product for, what problems it solves. Okay, so here we talk about the problem, but also not only about the problem, but problem with combination of with solution, and then what should they do next. Okay, so what should they do next if they want their problems to be fixed, which is a call to action. Okay, you pretty much have that. You have get started for free, get started. I would maybe make the call to action more action driven because get started is pretty much vague. It doesn't say much. So try to think of it. What is the actual outcome if I start for free? Like what problems it fixes for me? Okay, and then the whole solution or the whole outcome should be somehow put into your button. So for me, I make landing pages for living. Okay, so I design websites. So my ideal call to action should be something like fix my landing page in 2 weeks. It's super obvious, clear, and I would say 99% of the people will get what I mean by that. Okay, so that should be the button. Run rehearsals with clarity and confidence. I'm not the ICP, gotta say, but you should ask yourself if this is a no-brainer for people. So ideally, what you should do if you want to test the theory, if you want to test if your ICP will actually get that, if I were you, I would hide probably the logo. Okay, I would maybe even hide for the first part. I would hide the graphics, and I would really focus on the text because that's the first part what people see. So hide those and tell any strangers or anyone who doesn't know anything about the product you are building, let them read this for 2 seconds, 3 seconds, then hide everything and ask them, okay, so what am I building? What is the product is about? If they can answer it, you are all set, all good. If not, then maybe you have some problems. Okay, so try to ask them like what problems I'm trying to fix. Okay, and then what solution am I actually offering? Okay. If they cannot tell that, maybe there's a problem. If they can tell that, you are all good. Um, the graphics. Uh, I believe it's wipe coded. If not, then I'm sorry about that. But it's really hard to tell what it actually does from the graphic itself. It looks like a basic dashboard, and maybe we should add some more images to it. Okay, some more fluff to it, some more visual fluff. The problem is that within these days, AI can really just wipe code you some simple graphics, but it doesn't answer the questions like from the user perspective. Do I really need to see this graphic? I believe the most important part for me is this upcoming rehearsal. So I would love to maybe see a interactive interactive product right here. So if you already vibe coded it, it looks like it's coded because I can copy the text and everything, so it's definitely coded. So maybe make it interactive, like let people click through it, show them the actual product. Why is song library hidden and dashboard isn't? Is there like any particular reason about that? If not, then make it fully functional. It would be much better for people. Add some photos to it. So I would love to see, maybe, even though it's not in the live product, but you should highlight the parts that you want people to look at. Okay, right now what I'm looking at is the attendance, because this one, this part has images. So I'm not sure, or not images, sorry, background colors. So I'm not sure if this is the most important part you want people to look at. If it is, all good. If it isn't, you should somehow put strong emphasis on the parts you want people to focus on. Okay, so maybe there is another part how you can do this, and that is you would make a screen, or you would make a photo. Okay, so pick any photo related to the product and have like a floating little blurbs, floating little sections that talk about the idea, that show the idea, that are the actual like screenshots from the product itself. So you can have some rehearsal photo, Monday, Sunday morning worship photo there, and then you can have team attendance here. You can have some upcoming info about the upcoming ones and info from the dashboard. Then another image can be about the song library. So then if there is a section, divided into two columns, there is a song library photo, and again you have like floating elements that show what is the most important part from the photo. I hope it all makes sense. If not, you can definitely message me back on Reddit. Okay, so do this. And should really help you. Some library organizing for plans, team attendance, all permissions. So these are, I believe, features. One platform every role, some library management. Entire catalogs always organized. Okay, so we should focus on benefits over features. Okay, song library is a feature, rehearsal planning is a feature, attendance tracking is a feature, role permission is a feature, song suggestion. All of those are features. People from psychologist standpoint of view, they do not like features. What they like is benefits. And the main difference between these, okay, so we can say benefits are more than features when reading through a landing page. Okay, features. Okay, so you should always ask yourself, what is the feature about, and what outcome it brings. Okay, so what is the outcome for people? Like, why do you have that feature? Why is there a song library? Why is there a rehearsal planning? If you ask yourself, what is the feature about? What outcome does it bring? Then that outcome, the specific outcome, is the benefit. Let's say, and that should be part of the copy. Because people don't really care if it's a song library. What they really care about is what am I getting out of it? Like, you have so many different types of song libraries. You have, let's say, Spotify, you have YouTube, you have your own saved songs on your computer, you have maybe some songs saved on your mobile. They are all different. So they are all different benefits. So Spotify, it's online streaming. You can connect whatever you are from computer. Maybe they are more secure. Yada yada. There are so different benefits from that. So you should ask yourself, what are the actual benefits, and then reverb or revamp the copy of it. We should also push the how it works above. Okay, so take the how it works, put it right under the product screenshot, so they can like immediately see. So they see some sort of a graphics. They're like, oh, that's nice. What do I need to do if I want this? So they'll see the how it works. Ideally, put how it works with combine how it works with photos, so they can like immediately associate that. This is exactly what I was talking about, by the way. So take this, maybe swap this with some right photos, so they can like see themselves doing the actual work, if that's possible, and then have these little blurbs related to the product. So you can like this, you can just take this little part of the holy forever, let's say, because the rest, really, like all of this, They don't need to see it. Like what people will look at is only this tiny little part. This is so small. So all of this in yellow is unnecessary space. You don't need it there. So if you don't need it there, then what you can do is to actually replace that with a real photo, and then just take these little things and have them floating around. And you can, by the way, make them also interactive. If you have watch on YouTube, you just click and it will open up a new tab with YouTube. That would be sick, by the way. Um, but again, like structure of this is the same with this part. Like it looks like you know how to structure content because it's really clean. There is not much text, which is always great. I've reviewed a lot of pages, and the most of the time the problem is it's really text heavy. You don't have text heavy, so try to always follow this structure of it. Okay, so I hope it makes sense. I'll send you this video right after I upload it into YouTube. By the way, I also made a blog post because in the past few days, I reviewed over 30 of these websites from subreddit. So you can just go through it. You should be able to read all of what we discuss. It should be highlighted more. We also talk about the social proof, how to approach your call to actions, which I believe we also discussed. So definitely go through it. It'll be in the YouTube video description. And yeah, this is it. So if you like this video, you can always recommend it to anyone else within your circles. If there is anyone who is building product, these reviews are still for free and still will be for quite some time. So definitely use it and spread the word. Okay. So yeah, thank you so much and have a nice day. See ya. Bye.